I've got to get this off my chest. 2 years into what has obviously been a genocide since more or less the beginning, the UN have now ruled it to be so. We all knew it. I mean, what else is news? Water is wet, the sky is up there, you know, we all knew it. And I'm fucking pissed off. I find myself asking myself, what sort of greasy bastard doesn't oppose a genocide in which their own government is complicit? Because I've been posting about this on Facebook now for 2 years, since it began, and I didn't condemn the Hamas thing, terrible as that was, because there are terrorist attacks that go on around the world, and I don't always condemn them all. But what I do, and always will condemn, is a fucking genocide in which my government is complicit. And I post things about my son, because he's the love of my life. I live in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, and Facebook is the only way I can keep in touch with people back home. And I post things about my son playing the drums. He's at university studying jazz percussion, and he's the man. And people comment about that. This Nigerian dude I latterly recently befriended on Facebook always comments, yo, your son's the man, the world's his oyster. This greasy fuck won't comment, won't say a word about the 10 posts after that about the genocide. Nor will any of my family or friends who I thought were decent, good-hearted people. Nothing. Fucking crickets. Fucking crickets. So I ask again, what sort of greasy, psychotic freak will not comment, morally bankrupt animal will not comment about a genocide where their own government is selling weapons, providing diplomatic cover, welcoming, as is the case with the UK, senior politicians from that regime to the UK. It's, you know, providing spy flights from Cyprus. The UK government's been doing all of that, and no one I know in the UK gives a shit. And I cannot, makes me never want to go back home ever again. Makes me never want to go back home ever again. I was just saying to my wife, there's quite a religious, God-fearing Catholic man who used to live in our condo here, and I said, I'm glad he's moved, because if I was to ask that guy, I bet he supports Israel, because a lot of these fucks do, because he's in the Christian Bible, okay? So, never mind, there are surely bits in the Christian Bible about genocide ain't cool, if you want to pick those bits out, but people just go with the bit where Israel is mentioned in the Bible, so we should unconditionally support Israel, yeah? Well, no, because look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. And yeah, I suspect with this Nigerian guy I befriended on Facebook, I bet he's an evangelical Christian supporting Israel even now. This little dude, little Filipino Catholic dude who used to live around the way here, I bet he supports Israel because they're in his Bible. And it would be bullying because he only comes up to there on me, but I'd have to give this guy a piece of my fucking mind if he still lived here and I ran into him and the topic of the genocide came up and he was supporting Israel, because I got no time now. I got no time for people I know back home, so-called friends and family back home in the UK with whom I keep in touch through Facebook, and they haven't seen fit to say anything or even acknowledge the posts I've made more or less daily for fucking 2 years about it, because as I said on Instagram recently, as an Englishman, it's my moral duty to every day oppose a genocide in which my government is complicit. I don't know if I'll go to the UK ever again. I've been back once in 20 years for 3 weeks. I don't feel inclined to want to see these people, because even if the topic of Gaza doesn't come up, I know they've seen what I've posted during the last 2 years, because a couple of them near the start acknowledged it. One said I was a Hamas sympathizer. No, just don't like women and children being killed. Somebody else asked why I was talking about it on Facebook, and I answered mine, well, I don't think there should be places where you can't oppose a genocide in which your own government is complicit, and I won't be policed in where and when I talk about that. Why aren't you talking about it, you diseased old dinosaur? And yeah, fuck those people, fuck Israel, free Palestine. From the river to the sea, I don't know if Palestine will be free, but I do know that, well, better not say what I was going to say.